Remember that life.
How was New York, Tyson?
It was a lot of fun.
Oh
Megan's
yeah.
family surprised us with tickets to go see Book of Mormon, but we
I
saw him
saw.
front row. It was awesome. And then
The South Park show?
yeah. It was basically like watching an episode of South Park, but all of the characters were the South Park kids. But
Honestly, that's a very good description of it. Yeah.
it was. But here's the thing too. Like as a more like coming from Mormonism, right? Like Ian, they got down everything like missionaries' apartments, like the way that they communicate with each other, the way that they talk, like the lingo. Like there were parts where I was the only one in the whole theater laughing. And it was because it was like a joke that the writers put in for Mormonism that I'm sure the actors had no idea what it was, and nobody else in the theater knew what it was.
I love
Isn't it
that.
like one of the creators, like he grew up Mormon? Because I think one of them is Jewish and the other one's Mormon, right?
So the creators of South Park didn't grow up LDS, but they dated a girl that was LDS.
They knew a lot of Mormons.
It's like the same way I know a ton about Mormons because I just grew up in Mesa.
Oh, that's same for me. Like I know so much and I had no part of it. And like for the longest time I never like connected the two and I was like, oh, this is the same. Okay.
So like, but Trey Parker, who I believe is the one that has the fascination, he like has just ever since he dated that girl just been obsessed with Mormons because it's like, you know, kind of a cult. So
Look what I got this weekend.
They,
The guy who voices Leon in the Resident Evil games was here, and he drew me. And he gave me
that looks like
sign.
the one on the left looks like from like what is it? Scary Stories.
That's exactly what it's from.
Yeah.
I said that
Scary
to him.
Stories.
I was like,
Dude, I used to get those books all the time. Elementary library.
Yep. You saw another show, right, Tyson?
I saw also Little Shop of Horrors in Hadestown.
Oh man, I want to see Little Shop so bad.
It was really good. Brad Oscar and Matt Doyle was in it.
Yeah.
Jeremy Jordan takes over the role of Seymour at the end of this month.
Ooh.
So
No, I
that one's...
saw Matt Doyle in Company, and he was fantastic. So I imagine he's killing it in Little Shop.
Oh, he was so good.
Of the shows we saw, that was definitely the best.
I kept trying to. I lived down the street from that theater at one point, and I kept trying to go, and I never made it. And I'm mad at myself.
I really wanted to see Beetlejuice before they stopped doing.
That was excellent. I saw that one.
Not. So
Just what's his face stealing my career? Alex Brightman.
Yeah.
I know that role is Murphy.
He killed it. I saw him in that and School of Rock, and they were both amazing. But Beetlejuice, hands down, it was killer. I loved every second of it.
He's only a year older than me.
He really?
Yeah.
You know they're gonna probably make a sequel, like a movie sequel.
To Beetlejuice, they are. They're filming it right now.
Yeah, both.
It's not gonna do well. I can already tell. Like with
they're bringing back Keaton and who played Lydia.
Look, they try to bring back Keaton for Batman, and look how that turned out in The Flash. Like it's not gonna be good. Like these people are just trying to rehash old things, and it's not working. Indiana Jones,
Yeah, it's
blah blah.
Hollywood won't fund original movies, so they just keep doing remakes and sequels.
I know they don't. Just stop. Just create new things, please.
Loki Barbenheimer.
Oh my god! But I'm Team Barbie. That's what I'm going to see Oppenheimer. It'll be great.
Oh my! Oh, Oppenheimer looks fantastic. Oppenheimer looks so. Look. I am not only a huge fan. Everything that director has done, but I'm also a huge fan of the Peaky Blinders. I'm gonna see Oppenheimer.
Oh, Cillian Murphy's great.
Cillian Murphy is...
Well, I mean, I love Cillian Murphy, but Robert Downey Jr.'s in that movie. Matt Damon's in the movie. It's gonna be good.
It's a stacked cast, but I might do Barbie, Oppenheimer, Barbie again. But like, so someone pointed out where it's like everyone's like, go see both, but unfortunately, because that's just how some people are, like the film bros that are gonna be like, I'm not gonna go see Barbie. So while the Barbie fans will see Oppenheimer, not all the Oppenheimer fans will see Barbie. So I'm like, I gotta go support Barbie.
Barbie.
I'm just excited. I believe the movie's gonna secretly be about Ken.
I think
No, it's definitely not. I think it's about how Ken is a. I think it's about how Ken is an accessory to Barbie.
Yep.
Oh, 100%. But I think that's the point of the movie.
I think when they go to the real world, Ken's gonna see like a lot of like the hyper misogynistic overtones of the world, like the scene that came out that's like, oh, I'm a doctor because I'm a man, like that whole thing. And I think it's gonna like twist him into being some sort of secondary villain. I also just like that they're doing the heroine's journey archetype instead of the hero's journey, because those are always the best. Like Zuko, one of the best character arcs of all time was a heroine's journey.
Yes. I'm excited.
Wait, Zuko from Avatar, The Last Airbender?
Yeah, because heroine versus hero it has nothing to do with the actual like gender of the character. It has to do with the type of story that they go on. Whereas the hero story is usually, you know, they go out, they go on a quest, something bad happens, they find a resolution, everything's better. Where the heroines, that everything's great. There's a split between like the feminine archetype that they like embody, like usually more emotional characters, and then they start leaning into the masculine and like so it's like you kind of like that good versus evil type thing that Zuko was going through, and then eventually how it resolves is like they find the balance between the two and then become even stronger that way. You know,
it's interesting because that's an interesting point to take. I always thought it was more. I thought he was definitely nothing was all good. He was the most miserable. And
so he didn't realize he was. He thought he's like, all I need to do is do this, and then everything will be perfect again.
Yeah,
but he realized that wasn't
the pain there was
way to correct problems.
I know it was a redemption story for sure,
which followed a lot of redemption stories follow the typical heroine's journey layout. Still talking with my hands even.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can see that in the meta. Yeah, in the meta way. Yeah, I can see that.
Well, like, you know, in Hunger Games, Katniss, it's the hero's journey, so like it doesn't matter if they're a guy or a girl. That's just what they call them, hero versus heroine.
Right, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It was, what's like that arc? Oh my god. Everything
one of the
Avatar.
Have you?
Everything about the Avatar.
Avatar tattoo on my leg. It's my favorite though.
It's one of my favorites. There's not a lot of stories that have beaten it. In my opinion. Especially, it's a kid show, and the character progression there is so freaking mature that it has no right to be a kid show. It's so crazy.
No.
Yeah. It is something that should just be left alone and stop doing adaptations of.
I'm so nervous about the adaptation, the live action. Especially because the original creators left it. So I'm like, what did they do that made these people want to leave?
I'm excited for the new animated stuff, but that's not until like 2025 or something.
Yeah. I just hope they
Avatar Studios.
They do it better than Korra. Because Korra had really good potential, but then they kept not renewing the show until like the very last minute. So they would finish the storyline for the season, but then they get a new season and then have to find something new, which is why it was so disjointed between each season.
Yeah.
I've been playing recently. I've been playing From Software games, and I'm playing Elden Ring right now. And I gotta tell you, the depth of the story, which is very, very subtle, is so genius and beautiful and amazing. I want something, hopefully anime, something like that. It is so detailed and good.
Well, I was talking about that that kind of thing with the guy. His name is Nick, the guy who voices Leon in Resident Evil. We were talking about like video game adaptations and like live adaptations and why they're so freaking hard. And I'm like, honestly, they should switch it to more of like an animated format.
Yeah.
Because there are just things that you can't do in live action that it just doesn't work.
Yep.
All right. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
So, I rolled a 2, which means Devin, would you like to do our recap for us? You are currently muted.
I don't know. Let me take a look. See.
I know it's been like 2 weeks since we played, but
When was the last date? The
I
11th?
don't know where we're at right now. I don't know.
the second.
I wrote down giant word jelly bean starter. Yeah. I thought the last time we played was the 25th. Did I write the wrong date? No.
Oh yeah, you might be right. I just didn't write the date down, so I'm trying to figure out.
Oh yeah,
Where
it is the
we are.
25th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ended up buying Pasha's Cauldron just so I have the things I need. I was trying to like do it separately, the little feats and shit I needed, but I couldn't figure that out, so I was like, fuck it. Fuck it.
No.
So.
No, that was my Pixie name.
I guess. So the last thing that I really remember is that a portal was opened up, and there's a secret cabinet where we found the watch, and we found out that the watch from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light controlled the carnival. And we have that. We're going to like the Pixie Kingdom or whatever, and we had that was like in the carnival, but then we went to the actual crowning of the carnival, and we found out that someone named Delilah Moonstruck was the winner. And then we also found out that the lost items that we came here to collect were stolen.
Shady.
Yeah, not good. Not by me though.
Not yet.
Oh, so we make a deal with Mr. Witch, basically saying he's gonna give us a ton of money if we find the Archfey. And so we are going to go into this new realm, Prismere, and he's gonna give us money and his rings. And we learned about 3 rules in Prismere, which were hospitality, ownership, and reciprocity. And you can't break any of those. Yeah, and then we went through the portal, and we ended up near a swamp. And we're hiding in bushes right now, I think.
I think we are surrounded by a bunch of
Those-
herring guards.
Yeah,
Aren't
further
they, like,
than that?
rabbit things?
Oh yeah, we saw like some rabbit things. I don't
can't
remember.
the actual name for the.
herring guard, something like that.
So, we find ourselves in the forest. You had a Herringon brigands surrounding you. They each have weapons drawn, and one of them pipes up and says, "This is a stick-up. We're here to collect our taxes." And you have 3 Herringon snipers on a boat. And you have 2 Herringons on the ground, and one that is riding a giant snail that seems to be shouting orders. And it looks a little something like this. So, my snail only printed like halfway until I realized it ran out of resin in the tank, so you'll have to forgive my half-baked snail, but it's big enough to give you the point. But yeah, you guys are surrounded, so let me kind of go over it. Here is our 3 snipers. And then here is our Brigadoon captain that is on a giant snail that he seems to be riding that looks very familiar to those of you that participated in the snail races. And then you have 2 brigand warriors. And then here I've got Alco, and then Hux, and then Flint, and then Lila, and then Belly, and then Myth, who you all know as Humphrey.
Okay.
Humphrey.
So each of them is pointing weapons at you and is asking you to pay the tax.
Whoa, friends. We are here on a quick errand. We are under the jurisdiction of a noble named Mr. Light. We don't live here.
I don't know about Mr. Light, but I do know about our boss, Abaddon Longscarf, and he needs taxes to give to the witch. So...
Witch? Who's the witch?
I already paid mine.
She already paid her. She paid all of ours, actually.
Make a deception check.
I would love to give her the help action on that.
I got
Did she get advantage because we're helping?
19 plus 9.
Oh,
Thanks.
never mind.
She doesn't get advantage.
So I have 28.
Okay. You paid your tax. Everybody else, I need taxes. Give me what you got.
We don't have anything.
You don't have anything? That's okay. I'll take your favorite memory. And he pulls out a little vial, a little jar, and says,
No.
You got no trinkets, I'll give you the thing.
Excuse me, Mr. Are you Longscarf or is that someone else?
No, that's my boss. My name's Peter.
Hi, Peter. Hi.
Peter?
I'm Flint. How much do you need? How much do you
Hey,
need?
that's an offensive stereotype. It's a common name. I need one trinket or I need one memory.
You don't take cash?
What's that?
Gold, little shiny gold pieces, shiny pieces of metal?
Why would I want that?
Why do you want a trinket? It's also shiny or whatever, a little thingamabob. Why not?
Because trinkets I can use to trade for other things. I don't know what this gold is.
Well, I'll trade you something for a trinket. I got plenty of trinkets.
Yeah, what trinket do you have? What do you want to give him?
What can I do with this little trinket ability? Just a little. I got a little stopwatch, little gears and clickies.
Yeah, that'll work. And he holds out a bag. Put your trinket inside. Your taxes collected.
Wait. I said for trade.
No, there's no trade. It's tax collection.
Okay. Can I go to drop it in and kind of, sleight of hand magician, put it up my sleeve as I go to put it in?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for sleight of hand.
Okay. I got a 17.
Yeah, you're able to do that, and as you slide it in, you're able to sneak it back up your scarf. Yeah, that watch doesn't weigh very much there.
That is the best part about it. It doesn't hurt your wrists when you're wearing it. You don't even feel it.
Oh,
so
okay.
light.
All right, who else got the taxes?
How about instead, I give you a riddle you can use to deceive others anytime you want.
No thanks, I want a memory or a trinket.
Guess the riddle.
I've got a red hat if you want it.
and you can have the riddle, and it's yours. If you do guess the riddle, I'll give you everything I own.
Oh, I wouldn't.
How about you give me a trinket or you give me a memory and I don't stab you?
That seems like a great offer.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my rotten ogre's tooth with the elf whip of the moon etched into it and kind of like toss it towards him. Be like,
all right, we got this ogre tooth moon thing, and then we got a red cap from Mr. Goldilocks over here.
Yeah, I have a red hat in one hand or serrated steel in the other. Your choice.
The red hat's fine.
All right, take it.
Can I cast Friends?
You can certainly try.
Can I give him my trinket before you piss him off?
Yeah, give me a trinket before I piss him off.
I would love to give him the rock that says hi.
Okay.
And I'll druid craft it to make it look a little extra like shiny and pretty.
All right, guy.
can't be that bad. I give him a rotten ogre's tooth.
You're the only one.
I'm gonna cast Friends.
What kind of DC check do they have to make?
I don't know. It's a cantrip.
Let me look it up.
I just had advantage on all charisma checks directed at that creature.
What are you gonna try and do once you've cast Friends?
Can I cast Charm Person instead?
Yeah, you could cast Charm Person instead.
Okay, I'll cast Charm Person, and the DC is Wisdom 14.
As you do, he looks at you and goes,
"Hey, no funny business over here. I give you one more shot or it's stabby.
Alright. How about I give you my most unpleasant memory?
No, that's not fun. I don't want to take away your pleasant memories. We only want good memories here.
I assure you, this unpleasant memory is worth 1,000 pleasant.
All right, fine. He holds out the bottle. Touch my bottle and think about your memory.
Okay.
As you do, Alco, you feel the memory begin to fade. And as you are sitting there thinking about it and you complete the story and the narrative however you feel a liquid in the bottle rise up. And you can no longer remember that memory. Thank you very much, Mr. Abaddon Longscoff. He obliges very much. And if we see you again, make sure you have your taxes ready next time.
And as you begin to speak, the boat begins to drift further down. And the herringons begin to leave.
That we pay our taxes?
What do we look like? A grocery store? No.
How about this? See to it that you don't come collect our taxes again and there won't be any more trouble.
Trouble? And he kind of looks back at you.
What do you mean trouble?
Trouble, I say, clutching my sword hilt.
We don't want any trouble. We
No,
are
we're
just
good.
fine paying our taxes.
None
Thank
here.
you so much. You are awesome. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
You all better pray that Abaddon Longscoff doesn't give you any trouble.
And as he says
Of
that,
course, yes. Pray every night, every morning, every day.
Wait, where?
Let's go.
So we can avoid that trouble. Where exactly would we find this long scar person? Just, I want to stay out of his way.
oh,
You can find him at the Brigand's Tollway.
Oh, yes, of course, duh. Sorry, that was my bad.
Oh, I love the Biggest Snow Wave. Oh, great times. I should have given you one of my memories from that.
as you guys begin to leave, you notice that the snail starts to buck. And the head bunny, Mr. Peter Rabbit, starts to be like,
"Whoa, hey, whoa! Calm down there!"
You got a bucking snail.
I would like to go over to the snail and try to calm it down.
Yeah.
I just care about the snail.
You actually make an animal handling check with advantage because you participated in the snail races.
Yes. Alright, let's roll your d20s. I rolled terribly. I rolled a 3 and a 6.
The snail actually continues to buck, and it pushes you back just a little bit, Belly.
Can I go up to it and cast Animal Friendship?
Yeah.
It's Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Give me 1 second. Wisdom. Yeah. It starts to calm down and it looks over at you. And it kind of takes its elongated head and kind of nuzzles up.
Oh. I just run my hands through its slime.
Oh.
Give it a little snail massage.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Flint. As a token of my appreciation in following the rules of reciprocity, I shall give you this. And he hands you. Hold on, I gotta figure out what he hands you.
A D&D Beyond book.
Oh, can you see it? He gives you the Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
I have no idea what they took from us. That was easy. This is gonna be easy. I think we're gonna be alright.
Right?
He gives you a notebook that shows what's written on it only when held upside down. So you may add that to your inventory.
Wait, say that again? What is it?
A notebook that only you can understand it when it's upside down.
Easy. Easy.
Okay.
And with that, they begin to move on.
Goodbye.
That's funny.
Mr. Snail.
Look how great my Mr. Snail is.
He's so pretty.
That's cool. That's cool.
His tail didn't print, but that's okay.
It's fine. You got most of him.
He had a little a train accident, you know. He wasn't fast enough to cross the track. And, you know,
so as you guys are sitting there, you see off into the distance a giant tower with what looks like a balloon hanging off of it. You also see a swamp river that can continue along. Let me see if I can share. So you all are around here, looking beyond.
Oh yeah, wasn't there a hot air? Yeah, the hot air balloon that crashed.
Yep, it crashed into this tower here. In the picture, it's right here.
what?
You should go check that out.
What are we doing again? Finding a witch? Witch?
We're trying to find that archway, remember? Man,
Archway.
how drunk were you?
Who knows? I honestly don't even know what sober is anymore.
I'm
TBA.
surprised you remember anything. Someone kept spiking your drink, remember?
I know, right? Who?
It's crazy.
And I'm still
Free
pretty
sabotage.
sure, I'm pretty sure none of this is real. Still, absinthe is in my system. Did hold on? Did rabbits just talk to us?
Oh my god.
Was that real?
Yeah, I just befriended a snail.
You befriended a snail. All right.
That's
Yeah,
real. That was real to me.
It was real for you. You know what? I felt it.
That was real.
All right, so let's find this arch. Fake.
Okay.
Maybe we can get a better view from the tower, the slanty tower.
Ooh, I really want
It's
to.
not like we have any. It's not like we have any other leads, so I don't think that's a bad bet.
You see a balloon,
Plus,
you
I
gotta
don't know,
pop.
someone might have gotten hurt in that balloon crash. I feel like since we saw it, we should go help.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hi, do we know what time of day it is?
It is about morning time for you guys.
Tyson, we're on the other side of the riverbank from the tower, right? We need to find a crossing or board it.
Yes, but as you, can each of you make a perception check for me?
Yes.
I got a 22.
I got a 5.
I got 15.
What is my perception? Hold on. My Wi-Fi went out, so I have to pull up my sheet on my phone.
I got an 18.
An 8.
Flint, you begin to notice that the water is beginning to recede, and what once was
I
a
rolled
river.
a 21.
Belly, you would also notice this too. Eventually, everyone does, but you're the first to notice it. That the water begins to recede, all the way down until it is a small stream about a foot wide.
Someone's drinking the river.
There's muddy.
I don't think that's it.
There's mud everywhere, but it is small enough that you guys can cross.
Little mud
Well-
doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. Clean our shoes off later.
As you do,
I'm
can I have
gonna,
each of
like,
you roll a
merciful-
d8 for me?
No.
A D8.
Yeah, a d8.
Can I like mirthful leap like farther over it?
I got a 3.
I got a
Yes.
5.
Okay, good.
I got a 1.
I also got a 1.
Can I?
All right, hold on to your
No,
numbers.
can I
I got
fly?
a 4.
You can, but I still want you to roll me a d8, Myth.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say I fly too.
Those of you that got a 1, as you peer into the stream, you catch a glimpse of a headless child-sized scarecrow with metal lobster claws for hands as he's trying on some new heads, including an upside-down wooden bucket and a withered head of a cabbage. It decides on a large gourd. So that's what you see as you peer into the stream. Did anybody get a 2? Somebody get a 3?
I got a 3.
You see a hag with toad-like features as it relaxes in a pool of water, while miniature versions of her ladle the water and pour it over her head and shoulders.
Love
Did anybody
that.
get a 4?
Yeah, I got a 4.
You see a tall, thin figure wearing a pointy black hat and a hooded black cloak as it climbs a rickety staircase leading up to a large, ramshackle house built on stilts. As the figure approaches the house, their shadow seems to detach from their body and move across the walls of the house and crawl through an open window.
Oh my god, that sounds horrific.
Yeah, I'm like geeked out now.
Did anybody get a 5?
I did.
You see a satyr as he whistles to himself as he reclines in a metal cage that dangles off the end of a broom over a lake.
Over a what? A broom?
A boom. B-O-O-M. I think it's what is like the edge of like a cliff facing. You know what I mean?
Okay, so he's whistling in a cage?
Yep.
Overfacing a lake. How deep was this river that it's created a lake as it receded?
These are all in the reflections. Did anybody get a 6 or a 7 or an 8? So nobody got a 6, 7, or 8?
No.
All right. Well, that's what you guys see.
What
Great.
the fuck was that?
And that's what just
Love
what each
that.
individually we see, so like no one else sees what the other one sees.
Whatever your number was is what you saw in the reflection pool.
Hey, look, Elko, that absolute airhead over there is trying to heads on.
Guys, what the fuck? We need to go.
I just start whistling and playing on my tambourine to the tune of the satyr whistling.
It's a pretty catchy tune.
There's a man in the river.
It's like having a good time.
Well, I think rule of thumb, don't step in the puddles. That might cause us trouble.
I never step in puddles, so.
Famous last words.
Such a good musician.
Was it? Wait. So it was a pathway still. Like the mud was a pathway that we're.
So imagine that the water has receded and it leaves behind a muddy bank with a small stream. And as you look into the stream, you see these visions.
Can I like splash the water?
Yeah, go ahead.
But don't do that.
As you splash the water, you just get mucky mud and water flinging everywhere.
Well, I'm having a good time.
I'm gonna like towards Glenn.
No consequences, nothing, just mucky mud.
All right, well, I guess it's a benign puddle then. Never mind.
Great.
Yeah.
Can I shimmy across?
Yeah.
Shimmy, shimmy. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm gonna flip you a coin, but as you go to grab the coin, are you gonna grab the coin? I'm flipping you a coin.
To me?
Yeah, I'm flipping you a coin.
I'm gonna catch it with the tambourine.
It's gonna be an illusionary coin, but it was just a little gesture of goodwill.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that, Alco.
No problem. I have thousands of illusionary coins at my disposal. If you need.
I'm gonna cast like a little minor illusion, and the tambourine's gonna turn into a pie. I'm gonna throw it at your face.
I'm gonna try to dodge.
It just like disappears as it hits you.
I'm gonna use a minor illusion as a mitt, a catcher's mitt.
What is happening?
It's a prestidigitation off.
It's just a little game. Just a little game me and Flint do when we're bored, or there's not enough alcohol.
I'll cross the river while sheepishly stepping over the stream.
Hey, Flint.
Yes.
I dare you to give me a piggy bear ride across the mud.
I'm all muddy. You're gonna get all dirty.
We're all there.
Okay. I'll prep. Get home.
All right. I'm gonna just jump on.
You are all able to make it to the bank, safe and sound on the other side. Those of you that crossed through the water or the muddy bank now have mud on you, and you are reduced your walking speed by 5.
I'm already so slow and small.
Those of you that flew across are perfectly fine and dry, though the reflection in the pool did stun you a bit.
Okay. It stunned us in what way?
No, stun was the wrong word because that's something that can happen in D&D. More like it affected you than there's no condition status. Yeah.
Okay. Can I do mold earth to take the mud off of everybody?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
could
how it
do
works?
that. It's one way you could do it.
I'm going to say, all right, everyone, it's not a big deal. Just a little dirt. Everyone gather around. Have a little hubbub, a little rigmarole. and then I'm gonna cast Molder, and then you see the mud just crumble and fall off of everybody.
Well, that was handy. Thanks, Alco.
No problem.
Can you go ahead and roll a d20 for me?
Who? Me?
Yeah, and if it lands on a natural 1, let me know.
Okay. It is a 14.
All right. Yeah, the spell goes on without a hitch.
I'm so clean.
As you guys make your way through the swampy jungle, you see a crumbling stone tower that rises out of the swamps, leaning at such an angle that it threatens to keel over. Black brambles surround the base of the tower and cling to its lower half. Hanging from this crenellations? Crenellations? Is that a real word? Hanging from its crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes in tattered fabric. The basket dangles 30 feet above the surface of the swamp. As you guys approach, you hear pleas for help. Help! Help me! I'm in a predicament!
If it's a princess up there, swear to God, I am quitting alcohol. For good. Well, anyone? Who needs help?
Shh! 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 Not so loud! As you guys approach the tower, you see hanging from the basket is a small, or a pretty large, silver cage. And in it is a pink fairy dragon who has a long flowing mustache, a small goatee, and is clutching gauntlets and has a very well chiseled and angular face. In fact, he looks like this.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I love it.
All right. Not a princess per se. We don't know yet.
Shh. I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Talavar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Bavlona Blightstraw, when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and set plummeting to its current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honourable Wigglewog, did not survive. I've been trapped up here for a while now. Help me. I must tell my queen of the fall of Prismere.
All right.
Well, sounds like a job for our flyers.
You can't fly?
I'm stuck inside of a cage.
Oh. Who locked you in the cage?
The unfortunate Bavlona Blightstraw. You see, I was sent here by my queen, Queen Titania of the Summer Court, to see if Prismere would help us in our quest to unite the realms.
Yeah.
When I arrived here...
Titania, I go to try to help him in some way. I have no way to unlock the cage, but I'm still going to go try to help.
As you get closer, he goes, hold! Shh! Careful. 2 serpents are asleep in the brambles just outside the tower door. If you awaken them, they might put the squeeze on you, or worse, devour me.
So how do we get you out of the cage?
Hey, we don't.
Okay, 2 questions. 1, how far up is it from us?
It is 30 feet above you.
Okay,
Did he say he was
you have
this-
Featherfall?
And there's snakes.
2, what was your second
fly.
question, Megan?
Can oh sorry.
Oh, Flint, do you have Featherfall?
Mm.
No? Okay, never mind.
I don't have it, no.
I can fly.
Oh,
I
okay.
I
can
can
also
take off.
fly. I cannot pick lock.
But did
Well,
he say...
Carry anybody.
It's 30 feet up.
While I appreciate your daring feats and your uncanny ability to spread your heavenly wings towards my aid, I must tell you that the only way out of this magical prison is with a silver key. But you see, it was stolen a few hours ago by a small little goblin.
Okay. All right.
I believe that
You
this
know where this
goblin
goblin went?
has taken it to its lair on Telemy Hill.
Hold on. What was the archfae's name that we're looking for again?
Zibilda?
Yes, my majesty's sister.
Right.
They're
Do you know anything about her? Or where she's at?
All fairies are sisters.
Oh,
I'm
Really?
not a little.
well, I mean, I
This
know.
is making me so happy, but incredibly sad at the same time.
I mean, that makes sense now. The stories who told me those stories about fairies? And
If you
Somebody
can help
told
me,
stories
I...
about fairies being sisters. Can't remember. Oh well. So this person, you know how to take us through them if we help you escape.
Well, I can take you there, but I don't know if I'll be of much help. You see, she is frozen in time. In the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Me too. I mean, every day. But
However, I can aid you if you do help me escape.
okay.
As he
okay.
says
We're-
this, you notice one of the ropes snap. Ah,
I mean, shit. I'm sorry. Fuck. Can you curse in the face, man? Fuck. Shit.
As you do, it's replaced with different butterfly and dolphin noises.
That is definitely. I'm on All right. Deal. Where's the goblin guy?
I believe Mr. or Ms. Jingle Jangle is her name. And she lives in a cave at the top of Telemy Hill.
Okay. And there's snakes around here?
There's snakes at the bottom of this cage that if I fall will eat me.
How about we just kill them? Will that work?
You could do that, but I still need to get out of this cage.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I think we need to go to the goblin.
it sounds like we go.
Kill the snakes? No.
No, let's go kill this goblin, take our key, and feed this guy.
No. We
Yeah,
don't kill goblin. We don't kill Dingle
kill her.
Dangle. We don't kill Dingle Dangle. We need Dingle Dangle for the key.
I jingle jangle up. Please, Alpha, I am begging you.
Dingle thing.
Look, we don't have to kill the goblin. But if she's not
They're
gonna,
hitting my head against the rock.
We just need Dingle Dangle for the key. We don't need to kill them. It, them, they. We don't need to kill them. We just need the key. But we do
Okay.
need to kill the snakes, right? Fairy
Yes.
dragon?
If not, if we just fly up and unlock it, because then he can fly out.
We don't
We
have
just
the key
need
to
the key.
unlock it.
We need the key from
Yeah.
we need the key from Jingle Dangle.
Could I potentially makeshift a key?
Yes.
Because I
believe
think lock. Oh, we have to get up there though. I don't know. Yeah, I'm small. I am small and short.
Oh yeah. We have to get
Please, please. We can both go.
Carry you.
Do you have a? Do you also have like a thieves kit or a what is it? Thieves tools.
I have a thieves tool.
Yeah, me and I forgot your name.
But are we sure it's not enchanted? I think didn't he say that the only way to open it was that specific
The
key?
silver key that Lingle Langle has. Right?
I
I'm
mean,
not one for physical
you have
violence, but I
to
want to punch
try.
Alpha so bad.
We just need Tingle Tangle to give us the key, and we're set. But the snakes, if we could kill them, and Fairy Dragon, what's your name again?
I am Sir Talavar.
Sir Palavar. So, Sir Pulsar, if we kill the snakes and you fall, you'll be good, right? So if we leave and you fall and we're not here, you'll be good.
I mean, I won't die from the snakes.
Let's go get the key and kill the snakes when we get back. We're going to have to kill the snakes anyways. Might as well do it when we have the key. Let's go find this goblin, get the key. If she doesn't give it to us, we'll break her legs. We don't have to kill her, I agree. We'll break her legs, take the key, and then get this guy out.
Are they breaking? Is that what you're...
Look, not me. Snakes are different story. A sentient being can be reasoned with.
I like snakes.
Yeah, I'd rather not kill the snakes.
No. Look, listen. My logic. So, didn't a rope just snap on the cage? Like...
Right, let's go get Bingo.
Right, that means we don't have much time, so let's go get this fucking key from this goblin.
Okay. I was just trying to, buy some insurance. That's fine. Yeah, let's go to Lingle Langle and get the key.
Lingle Langle's key!
Lingle Langle!
As we start walking away, I'm going to Druidcraft. I'm going to Druidcraft the smell of skunks around Alco because he's making me mad.
Wait, what are you doing?
I am Druidcrafting the smell of skunk around you. So it just smells really bad. Because I'm mad.
There's soup.
And that is the only thing I can think of to do.
Smell soup.
Alco, why do you stink so bad, man? Come on. Take 10 steps back and let us walk forward. Don't walk downwind of us.
You know what? Everyone loves the smell of their own breath.
I just don't think that's true.
You don't get it. You don't get it. Smell good.
I'm gonna start walking towards the cave. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Wait, Tyson, would you be able to bring up the map again?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So here's Telemy Hill.
Oh, I spelled that wrong.
If anyone has any greed holding out on me, I smell it. Just know I always offer you guys the first drink.
As you guys make your way through the swamp, you notice in the distance a large pool that is 10 feet tall, or it's like a geyser. It's about 10 feet tall and 5 feet deep in diameter. And it's shooting water about 30 feet up into the air.
Wait. It's a geyser, so it's a pool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you said it was 10 feet tall, as in like the burst is 10 feet
tall?
No,
the cone of the geyser is 10 feet tall.
Yes. So like imagine like a volcano kind of like a look, but instead of does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Does anybody have a passive perception of 13 or higher?
I have a 19.
You guys notice that there seems to be small little objects floating in the pool.
Oh yeah. What is that?
I want to try to see what they are, but I don't want to touch them.
You see various little trinkets and bobbins just floating in this geyser.
Wait, just people, just those people? No one else noticed?
Those that have a passive perception of 13 or higher, and if they want to share that information with you, they can.
Can I just automatically start, like, just very casually, just, like, picking them up and pocketing them? I'm like, oh, pretty, this one's cute.
I want to keep my eye out for the flute. I just see a bunch of trinkets in a place I don't know. See if I see it in there.
Wouldn't the geyser water be like boiling?
Real fast.
We're in fairy. It's fine.
As you begin to pick up these trinkets, you carry one or two, and suddenly you see ghosts that appear before you. You thief! That was mine in my life! How dare you steal from us!
I was just polishing it.
Give it back, or give us something that in return, and we will spare your life.
Okay. I hand him the trinket I originally gave up for tax. Here you go.
Suitable replacement. And in its stead, Ian, you get...
There are 3 rules. You've already broken one.
I didn't steal. I traded.
Yeah, he traded. Fair enough. He didn't know it was stealing. He didn't know it was property.
You get a tiny book of fairy tales.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Can I shake the ghost's hand?
As you do, he goes to take it in return, and as you begin to make the motion, he disappears again into the ether and void. And the trinket that you had is now floating in the same swamp lagoon.
Oh, can I wipe away a tear? Goodbye, friend.
Did we see the ghost, or just the person who took something?
Just the person who took something.
You just see me like kneeling and bowing.
I'm gonna be like, "What are you on, my friend? Please give me some."
I don't like this.
Did you guys see this little book I got? It's got little fairy tales.
Where did you get that?
A ghost gave it to me. Did you not see him?
Oh, it's the fairy tales of Fort.
Little fairy tales.
Interesting.
Ghost?
What do they
Where
say?
was the ghost?
Oh, Passport. That is a famous author of fairy tales. That is probably a limited edition. I would hold on.
Where was the ghost?
I don't know. I gave him a little trinket and he gave me a little book. He was very nice.
What trinket did you give him?
It was just like a little watch of gears and such. Oh my.
The one you stole from. Sorry, stole is a bad word here.
Oh, yeah, this was my tax, but I just didn't put it in the bag. He didn't see though.
Well, the thing you took from the Mr. Light?
No. I have like I have the ability to make little trinkets, and so I have like it's just like little gears. Oh, hold on.
Okay. All right, that's fine. You have the ability to make little trinkets. That's gonna come in handy in this realm.
Yeah, I have a tinker tools as well as the thieves tools. So I can just make little thingy-mabobbies.
Yo, I have thieves tools, and I have no idea why. But I'm gonna hold on to them just in case our rogues can't
Go rogue.
Go rogue. That was genius. Our rogues go rogue.
Sorry, it was right there. I had to.
I mean, rogues notoriously are known to go rogue.
That's like a pretty dangerous stereotype.
You know, it's there because it happens.
Whoa,
No,
watch
finish that
yourself.
sentence.
You know, just like how druids love trees. Belly, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
A druid craft the stone smell around him again.
That was you.
Oh, Alco, you smell really bad right now.
I know. Thank you.
Alco, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
I would love to. Ooh, that is an 8.
Alco, you throw up in your mouth just a little bit.
meant to do that. It smells pretty good.
Yeah, I go and stand on the. I go and like stand on the other side of Lila. So I'm like, I need to be away from these people. And so far, she's the one that has not pissed me off the most.
I mean,
I give off like a slightly
pretty bad.
sweet smell, like naturally. So all you smell is like honey coming from me, versus like the skunk smell on the other side.
But I will say, I smelled a lot worse.
As you guys approach the mountain, or the hill, you begin to see mist kind of fade away. And it looks like there's a long winding path covered in trees that leads up the mountain.
Up the mountain, how many stories have taken place going up a mountain? Are we just living a cliche? Is this just somebody's narrative story we're doing? I don't know.
You're
cliche or not? Nope. Go for it, Tyson.
Sorry. You're greeted by the scent of sweet-smelling fruit. Damp, downy, silvery green moss blankets a gentle upward slope before giving way to a craggy ridge that marks the top of the hill. Dozens of enormous willow trees dot the hillside, swaying us through into a breeze, despite the absence of one.
The absence of a willow?
Are there feet on the bottom of that hill?
Did you say feet? Oh my lord.
Make a perception check for me, Belly.
This is Elder.
17 plus. What is my perception? I had it up. Where did it go? Okay. So 23.
You notice that there seems to be 3 large feet underneath the mountain, and it kind of moves and then settles down in place.
I don't know if this is important. I feel like we should still continue on with our mission. It's important, but I feel like you should all be aware this mountain has feet. It seems to be moving.
A lot of feet. Look at how tall it is.
As in, like, it's moving and walking around.
I've heard of the foot of a mountain, but this is ridiculous.
All right. Yeah. I'm saying the skunk smell was funny. Give you that. I'm not a fool, though. Mountains don't do that. However, there's been a lot of weird shit in the fake wild.
We're in fairy. Anything is possible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Considering we're just at a tower surrounded by 2 giant snakes with a fairy dragon hanging from a cage at the top, mountain with 3 feet is not.
The weirdest thing, though, it had a mustache. No one else?
It's just quality facial hair, as I say as I twirl my own mustache.
I mean, it was a dragon, but right, sure. This has feet and it moves.
Yeah. Don't know if that'll be a problem, but I feel like it's something we should be aware of.
I think it might be a problem if we climb it. Hear me out. We climb it, find whatever we need. I've heard a lot of stories. My mom used to read me a lot of bedtime stories, and honestly, this whole time has felt like just one long bedtime story, like Tasha and Underland. And this is gonna happen. We're gonna climb up this mountain here, find whatever we need, and then we're gonna come back down, and then we're gonna realize, oh, we're not anywhere near where we need to get back to this dragon mustache guy. Watch. We should have killed the snakes. All I'm saying.
Well,
anyways, let's keep climbing the mountain.
Yeah, I was like,
just don't find yourself underneath the mountain, that's all. But 10 times out of 10, this goblin's at the top, so.
Let's do it. This is going to be fun, nevertheless.
These very different definitions of fun.
I just got kicked out.
I agree, Belly.
Belly, roll a d4 for me.
Oh no. 2.
As you guys continue up the mountain, it's a very lovely, nice scene. There's beautiful willows and wisps. Belly, you begin to hear, though, what sounds like crying. And suddenly, you see 3 trees stand up and walk towards you. Hello, welcome to Telemy Hill. How are you? How long do you plan to stay?
Dangerous stereotypes.
We're okay. We just needed to go see someone real quick. We won't be here very long. I really hope we won't be here very long.
Oh, that's wonderful. Who are you here to visit?
Miss
Ting Tang.
Jingle.
Oh, Miss Jingle Jangle, and they all kind of begin to cry just a little bit. Oh, we love Miss Jingle Jangle. She's so friendly and kind.
Isn't she the best?
She collects all of the keys and just... she won't stop talking about them, but she's just so sweet.
She's so talented. She needs to just lie down and rest. She's working so hard making all those keys. You know what I'm saying?
We feel so bad for what happened to her.
I know, me too.
What happened?
She was 3 days ago. She was foraging for mushrooms and keys in the bottom of the swamp when those treacherous, awful brigands, attacked her and beat her pretty good. She hasn't left her hilltop den since then. Returning to the hill, must be pretty hungry now.
Hey, Belly, did they look like rabbits? Tell them the trees.
Did the people who attacked her were they rabbit folk?
Oh, yes. Herringons.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now I don't feel so bad about threatening them.
We don't like rabbits here. Don't worry.
Can I go up and talk to her? I might be able to help her feel better. I'm pretty good with that kind of stuff.
Oh, would you help her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick question though. Why does she take all the keys?
Oh, she has quite a collection.
So she just keeps them?
Oh, yes. We don't know. As long as Jingle Jangle has lived on Telemy Hill, she's always had the keys.
Hey, Belly, does she let borrow?
I only caught about 2 of those words.
Does she let people borrow the keys?
Do you guys happen to know if she lets people borrow them and for I don't know, an hour and then come back?
I don't know. No one's ever gone to visit her.
Ooh, awesome. Oh, great. Super. Cool.
Sounds like she's got 6 new visitors.
Yeah.
Oh, she will be so delighted.
Well, I think this deserves a hug from you guys. Belly?
Oh, please.
No.
And as they do, Alco, you get embraced by one of the trees.
Oh,
I back up so they can't hug me.
You seem to be one who's hugged trees before here.
Oh, yes.
I forgot about that.
He's very experienced in the matter.
I am. And you are so firm.
Oh, thanks. I'm part fern.
I see. Your pine cones look like a pine cone should, too.
Thanks. I'll throw them at you if you're mean.
Of course not. I'm nothing.
I'd
friend.
keep those pine cones ready. You never know.
Thank you for that scratchy embrace, and I mean that in the. That's awesome. All right. So let's go meet our recluse and say, "Hey, girl, let's get you out in the world." I think she's been alone for too long, and I think getting the key is easier, or keys. It's gonna be easier than we think.
I think if I offer to heal her, maybe. Although I think someone else should do the talking.
Cool.
I'm not good at talking, but I can do the healing stuff.
Don't worry. I'll do the
I'm
talking.
gonna vote that it's not Alco.
My vote is that we have Humphrey do the talking. Humphrey seems a little bit more adept at befriending people, it seems.
You can remember her name.
I am a people person. I am a humanoid person. No, I am a
No, Alco, you're just drunk.
no. Not true.
I'm gonna go with what Huxley said.
Whoa.
I'm gonna vote Humphrey.
I'm gonna do the group a favor here, and when we get to the where this just outside the cave of this goblin's abode, we're gonna test Alco. If he gets her name wrong, I will keep Alco outside with me, and you guys can go in and have fun.
Wait, if I get the name wrong?
Yeah, if you get the name wrong.
Cool, because I have names locked in, buddy.
I'm sure you do.
What's my name?
Who?
What is my name?
I know your name.
What's my name?
Delilah is a name that I've heard.
Okay.
No, it's not that. I was just joking.
And we walk on.
It is
We just start walking away.
Yeah.
a good name. You have a good name. It doesn't need earth eating. Look, I know the person's name, and Lingolango will have the conversation of her life. It's his life.
So if you let me handle
Their
this,
life.
I'll buy you as many pints as you want when we get back to the regular world, okay?
If I what? If you what?
Just I'll buy you as many pints as you want when we get back if you just for 5 minutes.
Okay. Deal.
Perfect.
Deal.
Okay, great.
You all, as you make your way up, you find that the path becomes less foresty and more rocky. And you approach the outside of a cave that is in the shape of a keyhole.
Wait, what is it?
It is a cave that the entrance looks like a keyhole.
Oh.
We love a good consistent theme.
Look, that hole in the mountain looks like a keyhole.
Oh my god, Flint, you are a genius.
Why are always so perceptive?
I honestly thought it looked like a mushroom. But a keyhole makes it way more sense.
For the keys.
Should we not? Or...
So who's gonna be the first one in? For last one in is a stinky bag of cabbage.
I'd say Humphrey goes in first.
Sure, yeah, let's go.
Let's make the order for me. So Humphrey's first, followed by
Second.
I would. Okay.
Flint,
I'll be after Flint.
then Belly.
I'll go
Delilah.
after.
No, Delilah will go next, and then I will go after that, using my shield to hold Alco back.
Why?
Lila.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't I help Delilah out of that situation?
And there it is.
Alka, you
Lila
see
will go
Lila
into
is
that.
fuming over at the side.
Oh, it's Lila. See, I knew that because I added Delilah as a little nickname because we're such good friends. Didn't. Don't know why I did that.
So,
I don't
when
even
you
know
give
what that
someone a
means.
nickname, you add more syllables. Is that
Of course.
okay?
More syllables is fun.
Worn steps lead down into what feels like a cellar. It's chilly in here, and you detect the subtle scent of iron in the air. From a distant spot within the chamber sputters candles, illuminating a multitude of keys, dangling from taut strings that crisscross against the walls. Hundreds of other keys line stone or lie strewn across the dirt floor. As you take in the scene, you hear the sound of keys jingling as a goblin emerges from the dimness. She wears a coat lined with metal keys and carries a small flail that has padlocks for heads. She manages a faint smile and says, "Hello. How may Jingle Jangle unlock a bit of happiness in your lives today?" And this is what Jingle Jangle looks like.
I'm gonna whisper to.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Wait. Let me see that. The weapon.
So a little mace flail with padlocks. Have you come to hurt poor Jingle Jangle too?
Oh, no, Jingle Jangle, we came as soon as we heard what happened to you. Those horrible, horrible rabbits. I can't believe.
You heard about Jingle Jangle? I was
Yeah,
digging
are
for
you
truffles
alright?
in the swamp when a bunch of Haragorns leapt out from behind the reeds and shrubbery. They took Jingle Jangle's truffles, threw Jingle Jangle down in the mud and whacked Jingle Jangle with the wooden clubs. And she begins to cry. And as she begins
Belly
to
is also
cry,
crying.
you see the cave walls begin to, almost like little tears of their own, just drip from the stalactites.
it is on site when we see those bunnies again.
Yeah, Belly is fully crying right now.
Oh, we want to be able to help you, Jingle Jangle.
Really? You want to help Jingle Jangle?
Well, of course. Like, we can't let anybody do this to you, so we have to go get them.
Oh, yes. Are you brave enough to handle those robbers?
Actually, you know what? I don't know if we can go because we actually said we were going to help our other friend, but we're missing his key. If we had that key, then maybe we could go get those rabbits after, but
I love
No,
keys.
that-
Look at my collection of
that was
keys.
good.
I've got a brown one and a red one and a gold one. And she starts going through the different collections.
How? Do you have any big silver keys?
Oh, yes, I have a big silver key. And she kind of scurries over to another part of the room, and you see another several hundred keys lined up, and a large silverish key with a very intricate, detailed handle. This is my favorite silver key.
Wow, that I can see why. It's really beautiful. You know, I think our friend lost a key that was very similar to that. You don't think we could borrow it for a little bit, do you?
You want to borrow a key?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
That is a 7. Not very great.
Oh no!
I'm quite famished. I can't think about helping until I've Jingle Jangle has eaten. Or
Does anybody have any?
you can vow to me that you will defeat the Herringons.
I'm gonna pull out the pastry from the fair, that like little one that we got in the Sprite area. Never ate it.
As you hand it to Jingle Jangle, they devour it immediately. Oh, thank you. Jingle Jangle was so famished. Yes. Take the key. And please, defeat those Herringons so they won't be mean and nasty anymore.
I think that's only fair.
For your help,
I would love to. Oh, sorry.
I will let you know something about the Herringons. Their leader is Abagon Longscarf. He wears a blight bruised scarf and moves as fast as lightning.
Be a white rat.
If you encounter him, it will be at the Brigand's Tollway.
Is he like just out of curiosity, just for no reason? Is he like really tall, like really skinny, moves very fast, kind of scary looking?
He's very fast and has a long blue scarf that trails behind him.
Great.
The Brigand's Tollway is a series of old wooden catwalks that circle a giant tree stump. The Brigands camp atop the stump because it gives them the advantage of the high ground. But you can also find, if you're careful, my good friend. His name is Clapperclaw. He hangs around in Downfall and knows the way to neighbouring realms of Tither and Yon. If you can find him, he might be able to help guide you.
What was his name again?
Clapperclaw.
Where would we find Claw?
He's in Downfall.
Welcoming.
So if we look on the map here, this is where the Brigand's Tollway is. And then this is Downfall.
Oh, we'd have to go past it.
No way I can expand your... Are you on screen share, or is this just your screen?
Yeah, I'm screen sharing right now.
Okay.
What do you want to take a closer look at, Dakin?
I just want to just make it bigger, because I'm using my phone for the camera.
If you double click on his
if I double click?
camera thing, it did.
I did it. You're right. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Okay, Downfall. Okay. And then can you show us where we're at? Right. Okay.
You're here? And this is where Sir Televar is.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I see.
I guess we could go through that gap in the wall and get to Downfall that way.
Well, we've made a promise to get rid of the brigands, so I say we keep that. But first order, I say we go back to the tower and get our fairy dragon friend and see if he can help us clear out the brigands, because we're going to need some help with that probably.
Well, yeah, but if we go to Downfall, Clapperclaw can help us get rid of the brigands.
I think we're on a little bit of a time crunch with fairy dragon friend.
Oh, yeah, that's Fairy Dragon first, and then...
Sir Pulsar?
Yeah, that works.
Sir Pulverizer.
Palavar.
And so, yeah, Palavar. That's what I said. But that might be what we need to do first. I did see a rope snap cage with the snakes below.
I would love to go and get the key from Jingle Jangle and also cast Cure Wounds on her at the same time.
As you do, you don't even need to use a spell slot. She seems to have recovered from her wounds very handily, but she appreciates the kind gesture and hands you the silver key.
Yay!
You owe me so much booze.
Okay, then we should go. I'm worried about Talavar. I'm sorry, Sir Talavar. Really gotta address him by his title.
Sir.
Thank you so much, friends. As you make your way down Telemy Hill, you see the same trees that you saw before. This time they surround you, holding hands and singing.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
What did we do?
One of the trees actually hands you, Alco, a small iron key.
Thank you. What? What for? What?
I think it may come in handy in your future endeavors.
Well, thank you, dear Spruce. May I call you Spruce?
How did you know? That's my name, Sprucey.
I just have a thing with names where it's just locked in, But I got away with trees.
You can always get tree names right.
And I say, I'm built different.
As you guys make your way off the hill, everyone is waving with you, and suddenly you notice as the hill begins to stand up and take its little march as it moves around. And with that, we are going to take a 15-minute break.
I gotta go potty.
So we'll be back at, let's say, 8:45. Or whatever 15 minutes from your local time is now.
11:45.
Nice.
All right. We'll wait for everybody to kind of mosey on back.
Jump scare.
Boom. I just think now is another perfect time where we can appreciate my snail.
Always the perfect time to appreciate it.
We don't look at the back, but the front half looks good. This took 8 hours to print.
Oh my god.
I got another one going right now, and I put more resin in the vat, so hopefully we don't have the same.
Well, it still all looks hard.
I was very pleased. I also was able to print this singular tree.
It looks like something off of Elden Ring, which I've been playing. Definitely.
Have you been playing Elden Ring? I wasn't sure. You don't talk about it ever. You're very private about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't try to like mix my personal life in here. I've been playing a little Elden Ring.
He's been known to dabble in a few rings of Elden.
Yeah, a few rings. 1 or 2. Probably gonna go for all 4, but we'll see.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
Does anyone else hear that
playing
like
a
banging
little
noise?
Elden Ring.
Oh, it's that.
He's been known
Might
to
have been my
dabble
chair,
in
it
a
creaks
few
a lot.
rings of Elden.
Yeah, a few rings.
Our stream is going well. I just checked in on it. 0 comments.
Awesome.
How many views?
0.
That's love it.
Just us, baby. Just us.
Fuck 'em.
So,
Well, it's not like we're sharing it, so I
Not
can't.
like we're advertising.
y'all can share it if you want to. My goal with this is just to like figure out how to actually stream, not necessarily to be successful at streaming.
Boom! Now we've got 1 watcher.
Pump those numbers. Pump those numbers.
I'm gonna go back and watch something. After I catch up on Critical Role, I'll start with our.
Oh, so like 3
They
years.
just got rid of a bunch of Critical Role episodes to get rid of all the references to Brian W. Foster.
Wait. So what's going on with it? I don't understand.
Him and Ashley are in the middle of some kind of legal, because I don't think they were ever married, but like a legal separation or whatever. And it's come out that he was pretty abusive and violent and talks very yeah, I don't know if he was ever physically violent with her, but he would throw things, or he would like
That's physical.
excessively drink, or he
was abusive.
yeah, pretty much.
I had
And so
no
they're trying
idea.
to scrub him from all of the Critical Role stuff so that they don't have to give him any more perpetuity, because he was still making money off of like all the
royalty stuff, right?
yeah. So they just
Yeah,
pretty
I
much
had
this
no
last week
idea.
scrubbed him.
And that kind of heartbreaking because I really liked it.
Well, yeah, whatever his public persona was, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I had no
Sometimes
idea.
the most charismatic people can be the worst when they're not in front of an audience.
Well, yeah, true. That's great. I mean, they had that issue too in the early years with that because early Critical Role campaign 1, they had what his name was Orion or something,
What's his,
Yeah.
and he
something like
was
that.
he was just a
He He was more of a toxic player than I think a toxic person. I mean, I don't know what their conversations were outside of it, but basically he just wouldn't do what the group wanted, and he just was a spoiler all the time.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to watch Critical Role, and I wanted to start at the very beginning. I need to skip to episode 27 when he's not in it anymore. I can't stand watching him.
Briarwood arc. Just skip to the Briarwood arc.
Yeah. And, like, I didn't even know about any of this stuff until I was like looking something up, and I saw this whole thread about him and all the stuff that happened. But I could tell without knowing anything that I'm like, no one here likes him.
Yeah, pretty much he was a friend of one of the players. I think it was Matt's friend originally, and then he was just like, yeah, this is not working.
Yeah, it was what's his name? Liam's friend. I think.
Oh, okay.
And then he just got worse and worse. But I kind of noticed it, but everyone was like professional about it, so you didn't know. You didn't really know until he was gone, and you're like, oh, what happened?
Everybody's happier when they play? What?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have the silver key. Are you making your way back to the Slanty Tower to rescue Sir Talavar?
I believe that's the plan.
You all approach, and as you make your way back, you see that he is holding on by one rope left. The snakes below still seem to be sleeping for now.
And so the cage looks large. Is there any way like we could tilt it or push it to a side to lean on?
If you had the spell, a certain spell, you could.
Hold on. I do not.
Could we not just fly up and open the door? He can fly. I'm not worried about it.
Right.
You could do that too. You can do anything you want.
I don't like it when you talk like that.
In case the snakes wakes up, I still have, my befriend animals, and maybe I could charm them, snake charmer with my tambourine.
Who wants to fly up?
Snakes aren't animals, my friend.
Humphrey, do you want to fly up together?
Sure.
Because if he falls out of that thing, I can't catch him, so.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
That's like that.
Don't worry, if he falls, I'll catch him on the ground. I'm strong enough.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll fly up and go unlock the cage.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard flight for you. You're able to make your way up there and turn the key, and suddenly the gate unlocks, and Sir Talavar stretches out his wings and thanks you profusely. You all are able to fly away to a little spot, not far from the tower, but away from the snakes. Sorry, I'm trying to get there in the book.
What, he carries us all on his wings?
No, you all just make your way over.
Oh, we have to walk. All right, no fast travel.
Oh, we have to walk.
Is there like a little golden campfire anywhere? No. Never mind.
Yeah,
walk.
you guys can set up your own little camp. That's probably a great idea. It's getting kind of late in the day. Thank you so much for rescuing me. I am indeed grateful. To show my appreciation, Miss Young Fairy, and he points to you, Belly, I shall bestow upon you this gift. And he hands you his magical dagger.
Whoa.
Which is known as the Tiny Sword.
Wow.
It is a 1d4 plus 1.
1d4 plus. I'm gonna be there. Sorry. Sorry. Not all of us have wings. What's going on?
I look around for something to give him back because the reciprocity.
No. Your rescuing me was my reciprocity to you.
Thank you. I'm too shy. I can't talk to him. He's from Tatiana's court, and that's really like I'm excited, but I'm also extremely intimidated.
That was nice.
So.
How about for the rest of us who helped in the process?
I shall bestow upon you delightful information that will help you on your journey. You see, Miss Bavlona Brightstraw lives in a spooky cottage that sits at the heart of Downfall. Outside of it is a bullywog settlement. The bullywogs of Downfall are quite courteous and welcoming, provided one does not offend them. They are an odd group, though.
Bullywog.
Bavlona also has the ability to conjure minions that look like tiny versions of herself.
Oh no!
Almost like little golems and goblins. So Huxley, can you give me a history check?
Me?
Yeah.
What's the rule for that? I totally forgot about history.
I think it's
just a
intelligence, whatever your intelligence modifier is.
Okay. Yeah. So I got a... Oh, is that unfortunate? Yeah, I got a 13. Or no, 15.
You seem to recall the small little goblin creature that made its way out of the mirror in the Hall of Illusions. And your brain begins to kind of tick that maybe that was what you had seen.
Bullywog? You saw
When I was in the House of Mirrors, I saw a small little creature. If I remember, it was like a child with a boar's head, but maybe goblin-like. That's what I saw, but I haven't seen it since.
Beware of the little creatures that Bavlona creates of herself.
she creates herself to look like a boar.
More
I
like
can
a
also
boar-headed
let you know
child.
that Igvolv's Cauldron is the artifact that is currently causing Zybilna to be frozen in place in the Palace of Heart's Desire. There's only one magical artifact that can be taken that will free this curse that they are upon.
Is it a raid?
You must find the horn of a unicorn, and that will set her free.
Whoa. We have to find, or do we have to, quote unquote, make a unicorn horn?
No.
That is all the information I can give you, my friends. I must return back to the Sealy Court, and I must inform my majesty of all of the evils that befall here.
Did you say Sealy?
Before you go, we're probably going to have to, at some point in the near future, take down the brigands at the tollway. If you could send reinforcements to help us out, that'd be chill.
Be chill. Cool.
I shall see what I can do. And as he says this, he spreads his wings open.
Oh, wait. I want to quietly go up to him and like I know you're part of the Sealy Court, and I know how important that is. I just do you know anything about a woman named Aurelia by chance?
Sorry, you're...
Have you...
Can you type that in Discord for me?
I can't hear you.
Yes. Oh. Sorry, I'm on Discord on my phone, so I'd have to...
Me too. I can hear
like,
you.
do you want me to type just her name or the whole thing?
Just her name is fine.
Okay.
That name does not seem to be familiar to me at this time.
Wait, hold
But
on.
Okay.
I will take that name back with me if you'd like, and I can ask the court.
Please, I want to know. I would like to know what is happening or what happened to her.
I shall ask, young one. For I am Sir Talavar, the greatest and noblest of all the Queen's knights in the Sealy Court.
Sealy Court.
And he, with that, takes his large wings, extend upwards, and then flies into the skies and heavens above.
Wait, hold up. The Sealy Court.
What about it?
Sealy Court. There's something in my mind about Sealy Court. I can't remember, but the Sealy Court is to be avoided, right? Like,
Why would you want to avoid the Sealy Court?
What is the Sealy Court?
Maybe.
I just heard. Hold on. I heard. Can't remember. Sealy Court. I just have a bad feeling. I've had a bad feeling. I've heard that name, and it was never tied to anything good. The Sealy Court.
My family's worked for them on and off for generations. And
Yeah, you must.
many
have
of them are
incorrect
noble and
information.
honorable.
Wait, whoa. For us, not human types, what is the Sealy Court?
It's a court in this land, which I still having a hard time seeing with my own eyes, but there's two of them. The Unseelie and the Sealy, correct? And I mean, I just got new information that all Archfey were siblings, but from my knowledge, the both courts of the Sealy and Unseelie are Archfey royalty courts that have always clashed from one reason or another. I've always thought that the Sealy were at fault for all the issues and the problems. So I don't know. I just can't remember.
Just off this nonsense. I'm
Look.
deeply offended by you saying all of this stuff.
Look, I'm not saying this as my beliefs. Simply what I've heard.
For the record, we have not always not gotten along. Thank you very much. It depends on the day.
I didn't know.
Very
Like
long,
this is me
complicated
being
history.
in a sober situation and trying to understand. I just have always thought the Sealy weren't to be trusted. I didn't know anything else. I'm not.
I think Billy just walks away. I think she just starts. She cannot have this conversation anymore without getting into a very large argument that she doesn't feel like having.
I don't understand, is what I'm saying. But the biggest question is, I don't know where that information came from. I had it on the tip of my tongue in my mind, but I can't remember it.
I've already lost why the Sealy Court was even important and brought up in the conversation. Why are we talking about Sealy Court? I still don't understand what it is. I feel like we haven't even stated what it is, or who it is.
It's one of the ruling factions of the Feywild. A very long, convoluted history.
Okay.
Apologize. I didn't mean to offend. I literally don't remember why I had that thought.
Well, we can always ask Zybilna about it when we get to her, right? She's part of it, so.
So are we okay? Shifting gears because it sounds like this conversation is getting us nothing but a headache. Are we setting up camp for another night, or are we moving on?
Might as well.
It is getting dark outside.
So I say we set up camp. If we see those rabbits again in the night, we'll have to tussle with them. I reckon this time at least for our old goblin friend's sake. But I think setting up camp, we should probably get some food and someone set up fires. Other people set up shelter.
As you guys are setting up your camp, you begin to see something in the distance. It looks like a house that seems to be moving.
No way. Does it have 4 legs?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Here.
Oh god.
I'm making a perception check. Yeah. I got a 17 plus 1, 18.
As you look, it has more than 4 legs. It has many legs.
Everything has legs in fucking place. In this dolphin noise place.
So,
Tyson, is it that little hut on the left side of the map there, like midway up? Is that what you're talking about?
I will show you what it is. It looks like... this.
No way.
Is it moving towards us or just across the landscape?
Just across the landscape.
Well, I say we pay no mind to the mobile architecture. I say we make camp for the night and hit the hay. We can deal with that one tomorrow or whatever.
Alco, you see painted in bright letters, the inn at the end of the road.
I'm in.
do we want to
no
help
pun
our own
intended.
food, or do we want to potentially buy our own food?
I mean, an inn indicates there's alcohol.
Well, I guess it beats sleeping in the mud, so we can go check it out.
And I know a certain somebody who owes me.
Might I remind you, I said when we get out of Prismere? So I don't know you until we get out of Prismere.
No. I knew you said that. I'm glad you caught on to that detail. I was testing.
Sure, yeah, great. Let's go.
Let's go.
As you guys make your way to the inn, you see that it stops as you approach, and its legs begin to buckle down into the muck, and a small little rope ladder crawls out so that you're able to climb up and down to safety. Are you all going inside the inn?
Maybe the big people go first. Just in case.
I'm going.
Alco, as you head into the inn, you make your way up. You see that it is very warmly lit, and there seems to be a small bar at one end of the room, and a small fireplace at another, and a set of stairs that leads up. It looks like a very traditional inn you all would be familiar with and seen in your travels.
I'll have the strongest thing you have.
As you approach, you see a female woman with bright red hair that seems to be cleaning the counter. Only thing we've got here is ale and wine from Barovia.
Are you serious? You have Barovian water?
Yeah, I got a shipment of it last week. It'll cost you a pretty penny, though.
How about I give you a riddle you can use for the rest of your life?
Trinkets are nothing, love.
Trinket. Do I have any trinket?
Who's holding on to the bag that Mr. Witch gave you all?
Me.
Okay, good to know.
Oh no.
Can I'm assuming there's like tables and stuff. Can I sit down and use my little tinker tools to make another little tinker object?
Yeah. It'll cost you, how long does it take for you to make a tinkering tool? Is it 5 or 10 minutes? Or maybe it's 30 minutes.
I will let you know momentarily.
I think it's somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes, but yes, you can do that.
I don't see...
If it doesn't say or you can't find it, we'll say 15 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. I'll keep looking though.
I'll walk up to her. Say, concierge, how much is it for, what do you take for a bed for the night?
1 trinket, 1 bed. Or I'll take a memory from you. She hands out a small gourd, much like you saw the one that the Herringons were using earlier.
I'd be like,
I'm not keen on parting with those memories of mine. Say, I have a torch, like a torch light. Would you take that?
All right.
I'll give her my torch.
She takes it and then slides you a key. Up the room to the left. Pick whichever bunk you like.
I'm gonna pull out a soot-covered sock, and I'm just gonna reach inside of it and kind of like dig around for a second. And I'm gonna pull out some coal. Be like, I don't know, will this work?
Yeah, that'll work. And she hands you a key.
Cool. And then I tuck the sock back away.
I'm gonna pull out my horn that has alcohol in it, and I'm gonna say, "Is there any way you have a closet, room closet, I could stay for the night?"
For a trinket, love, yes.
Promise you, I don't take up a lot of space.
I'm gonna take off one of my rings, set it down.
Thank you. And she hands you a key. Belly, that bag is getting pretty heavy.
What did he say when he gave? Did he say anything about it when he gave it to us? I can't remember. I apparently did not write it down.
He just said it would come in handy.
Okay. I guess I'll open the bag. Look inside it.
As you open the bag, you see that it is full of a bunch of different trinkets and knickknacks.
Ooh. Here, does anyone else need a trinket? I can pay. I'm rich.
I need a trinket.
Anybody else?
I mean,
I meant in addition. As soon as it came out, I knew how it sounded.
It's like I saw the...
Okay, I hand over 2 trinkets from the bag, I guess. This is fun.
She hands you each a key.
Ooh, do we get our own room?
Yeah.
This is so exciting.
Anything else I can do, you loves?
Food?
You got more trinkets? I can give you food. 1 trinket and you can eat or drink for the rest of the night.
Hey, Belly, how many trinkets have you got in that bag of yours, I say, with a grumbling stomach?
It looks like a lot. I don't know. There's got to be at least like 5 in there.
You had 50 trinkets in there at the start of the bag. So whatever you've passed out minus from your 50 allotment.
All right, I'm gonna write that down before I forget. Okay, yeah. Who wants food?
Yo.
Oh, right. I guess we're all eating. So I'll hand over 6 more trinkets.
Thank you. And she goes into the back and snaps her fingers, and you see a small little halfling that looks like he's a chef, where the hat is the same size as him, so it doubles his height. And he begins to cook up a meal for you all. Alco, she begrudgingly takes your vial, or your little horn, and fills it up with the cheapest ale they have.
Cheapest will do the job. Still from Barovia, right?
Sure, love. And she hands it back to you.
That's all that matters. Nobody's got the best one. I have a cousin from there. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it the metaverse of Dakin?
Yes.
Dakin's multiverse of madness?
Never been.
Emphasis on that.
Maybe one day.
Yes.
But yeah, you guys
I am related to some higher ups down there. Or so I tell people.
I heard there's this really cool up and coming band that's based out of Barovia.
I heard that too.
Alco, your nose begins to bleed as you have a little bit of a head aneurysm.
Oh, only get that when I'm lying. Sorry. Embarrassing.
You all are able to settle in. You guys can continue to drink and eat, or you can head to your rooms and go to bed. But you will take a long rest after this.
I don't need a lot of space.
I'll grab some food and a drink. And I go over to Alco. Hey, buddy. You've had a rough day. How are you doing?
You know, I don't know. I feel like there's something that's been plucked from me. That was a part of me that doesn't exist anymore. Now I'm trying to juggle without the right amount of hint. But I didn't mean to offend with that statement. I don't know how to apologize. I'm not good at it. I only said that out of alarm, not out of prejudice.
Okay.
So I don't know, and I still can't remember why I said that.
Do you think it has to do with the memory that you gave up?
I think it might be, but I will always be one who's down for the ride. I'll go wherever you guys go. It'll be a fun time. But I only said that because it was, again, an alarming thing to hear. I had a conscious statement in the back of my head that said, unseelie, not to be trusted, not because only because of an experience that I can't recall.
Well, how about this? If we do run into the Herringons, maybe we can try to get that memory back for you.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Either that,
in the
or
meantime,
somebody with an accent that I don't.
sounds good. I'll kind of like clink his glass and then make my way up to my room.
Wait.
Oh.
I gather everyone to a table. And before we go to bed, and I pull out my new tiny book of fairy tales.
Oh my god.
I'm used to reading fairy tales.
And I read just a short fairy tale as a little bedtime story before we snooze our little heads on the softest of pillows. May everyone have a good night.
Wait, before I go to bed, I just want to ask, Tyson, is the concierge, is she still awake? Is she still at the bar?
Yeah, she's still there.
Flint,
can you roll a performance check for me? Sorry. All right, Huxley, what would you like to do?
I'd like to go up there and I'm just curious. First off, ma'am, what is your name?
My name is Tissu Harbax.
Stu Farbacks, eh? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Huxley Westbrook. I'm sure you've heard my name before. I'm curious. When we walked up here, I noticed that the establishment is on legs. Does the building go where it on its own? Like, does it follow its own course, or can you tell it where to go?
I can tell it where to go, but it also goes where it pleases.
So we need to get to a place kind of on the other side of this valley called, I think, Rywall or something like that. Would it be able to take us there for maybe a trinket?
Take us to Drywall, please.
Over the course of the night, obviously. So,
I don't try and stray too close to Downfall. That's where Bavlona and her blightful straws live. And as she says that, she spits to the ground. I can get you as far as the Brigand Tollway, though.
What do you guys think? Do you want us to want us to have her and her lovely house take us there while we sleep, or we can pick up on our feet in the morning?
We need to do brigands, something with brigands. Yes.
I'm not sure because Jingle Jangle said we should find Clapper Claw. I guess we don't have to, but
Jingle Jangle didn't specify an order in which we had to do the two things, though. I know you had.
Clapper Claw to help us get rid of the bird. I'm wrong. Ignore me.
I'm so sorry. You were breaking up. What did you say?
I had the wrong information. Ignore everything I just said.
Okay. We could go to Downfall and see this friend of Jingle Jangles. Maybe this friend can help us defeat the rabbit people on that tree stump. But I mean, I think with the six of us here, our wits, our strength, our swords, and our weapons, we could probably do it on our own too.
With you.
None of those things.
Either way, if this inn can take us closer to our destination, one of the two, I say we pay a toll and do that.
I think the pen is mightier than the sword.
What?
I think the pen is mightier than the sword.
Well, not mightier than my sword, but maybe yours, Alco.
I mean, if I need to use my sword, it's pretty powerful. But what I'm saying is,
I've got a sword now. Oh, I have a sword
in
now.
general, people can be reasoned with, talk to, try to get to know them, their experience, and there's no violence needed. I've been a diplomat all out of my life, so maybe path of least resistance. It's the best way to go.
I think the easiest one would be to go to the tolls, but I feel like it'd be straight to the, I would say.
I think so too.
I guess, yeah.
Is there anything along the way we want to stop at? I don't remember. Can I see the map again, Tyson?
Yeah, I can go back to the map.
Also, I got a 16 for my performance check.
Each of you wakes up, and you each receive 1 use of luck.
If we already have luck, does that mean I get to add it?
Yes, you could
We
use
can
luck
re-roll.
twice.
That means you can re-roll on one.
Yes, you can re-roll on a 1. Since the bedtime story was so cute.
Oh my god!
I want to hear it. Real time. I want to hear the better.
I'll start writing some, and maybe I'll read them before we take a walk.
Yeah.
I'll actually write just a 2-sentence fairy tales or something real short.
Tyson, where in my character sheet can I put the luck?
You can either put it in notes, like additional notes, or you can put it under attributes and skills.
Okay.
Actually, okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do luck because I already said it, but I probably should have used inspiration there instead, but that doesn't matter. I will give you the choice. You can either take luck, which is a reroll on a 1, or you can take inspiration, which is, I believe, advantage on a roll.
It's usually adding an extra die, depending on the level, like a D4 or a D6 or a D8.
Is it different for a DM inspiration?
Hold on.
Is not flattering lighting on my screen there, Tyson.
It's what?
My screen on your screen is frozen, and it's not flattering lighting.
Oh.
What's the difference between DM inspiration and bardic inspiration?
Bardic inspiration is, I believe, a plus, and then whatever your bard level is determines if it's a +4, +6, +8. Okay. GM inspiration, I believe, is the same thing. I mean, and there's homebrew rules with it too, but all right, let's just say for this, I'm going to read up on inspiration a little bit more, and I'll figure out what I want to do. But for now, let's just say you gain the trait of luck 1 time, so you're able to re-roll on a 1.
All right. I like it. Chaotic.
All right.
Did we decide on whether or not we're going to have the innkeeper take us to the tollways or not?
I think so.
Okay.
Perfect. As you all sleep through the night peacefully, Lila, you have a dream. As you are dreaming, you find yourself back in your childhood hometown, and you find yourself running through the woods, and you hear a familiar voice. And as you look over, you see a small sprite, face you haven't seen in a long time. It looks at you and says, "Go to Downfall. Go to Downfall."
Hello. Well, hello to you too, my little friend.
That's all it says to you. And it whispers that. You wake up in a cold sweat. Everyone else, you rest peacefully through the night.
Above the table. Is that where we decided to go? I don't know if that's... Is that
You guys decided to go to the Brigand's Tollway.
Okay.
But I think we agreed to go to Downfall after.
Okay. Got it.
Real quick, if you would like, I wrote the first short fairy tale.
Please. Oh Lord.
Please, I would love it.
Once upon a time there was a wee pebble, and one afternoon he slipped into a stream. He was very sad as he wistfully sunk. Thinking it was his end, he closed his eyes. After a moment he felt the ground beneath him, and once he opened his eyes, he was greeted by dozens of other pebbles just like him, and they celebrated his arrival. The end.
That was beautiful.
And that was our first fairy tale.
Love it.
Anyway, continuing on.
Literally, not that deep. Loved it. 10 out of 10.
As you all awake, you see before you the Brigand's Tollway. It seems like a maze of different catwalks and a giant tree stump that seems to be about 30 or 40 feet tall rests at the center.
Look for the tree sentinel. Come on.
And even though it's a little early, I need to prepare for this next encounter. So I think that's what we're going to call it tonight.
That's fine. I have to get up and like
I'm going to cast
5:30.
Burning Hands right now. Burning Hands.
You all were zip zap zooming on this, which is good. We covered a lot tonight. But
Yeah.
odds are this is going to be a fight. So I need to...
Could we, I mean, we could end for tonight. Never mind. Well, let's just say that. I kind of wanted to see what the little three house, or is that the inn?
I think it's just embellishment on the map because there's nothing in the book that describes it or gives any context as to what it is.
Maybe we can make a pit stop, but if it ain't there, it ain't even there.
Well, I had a lot of fun coming back tonight. I hope you all did too.
That was good.
Yeah.
I befriended a snail.
I got a sword.
That was so creepy. I do not want to go to Downfall.
Well, dagger. I know what you're talking about. That seems like it's going to be a really fun time for you.
Oh yeah, super.
Well, we will play again next week at 7 o'clock, and
Oh, I got a ref.
hopefully by the end of next week, you guys can go to level 3. So, but
Level 3 is where it
You're
gets interesting.
still level 2 for now.
Okay.
Is it possible to try multi-class?
What did you say?
Like three classes?
Yeah,
Oh my
you can
God.
you could be multi-class in any number. Just know that every time you level up, you
It's
only
only one.
take one level in whatever that is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of doing that, but I was just wondering. I didn't know that was even.
I've always
possible.
thought about a character where I multi-classed in every class.
Yeah, I feel like that could just not work.
Such a
It
terrible
does
idea.
not.
Well, even
does
if you
not
did,
work.
if you did level 20 and you divided it by however many classes there are, you would only be level 2 in all of the classes.
Wow.
You'd be high in everything, but
Yeah, but you still wouldn't even be cool enough to like get any of their good stuff at levels 3, 5, and 10. Like,
I don't know. Some of the stuff has cool stuff at level 2, like paladins and druids.
I could
I would
wild shape.
only- I would
Yeah.
only multi-class. I think level dipping is the way to go, and then you have a main class. But if you're not going to level 20, it's hard to make that decision. You know.
It's a hard road ahead.
I feel like I already know what I'm gonna level up in. So
Awesome.
I do too.
Well, thank you guys all for joining me tonight. If you have any questions, let me know, and hopefully next week we can have a pretty epic adventure. So,
Yeah. Does the rusty
Right.
key ever give me? Do I need a tetanus shot? What's up?
I didn't hear anything but do I need a tetanus shot, and I would advise you to consult your doctor.
Yeah. No, the rusty key.
Oh, LOL.
I'm gonna write it
As
in
of
my-
right now, no,
Off the
unless
deck.
you plan on stabbing yourself with it. So, pretty sure you only get tetanus if it goes in the bloodstream.
He could try to drink it.
He could.
No. I mean, the Bloody Mary is the furthest thing I'll go.
All right.
Dude, I'm trying to write it in my inventory. Manage inventory.
Oh, I need to make sure I cross off Rock who says hi out of my inventory.
Oh, this trinkets.
Make
would have
sure-
Wait, what was it, Tyson? Tyson, it was just
I
described
know.
as rusty key, right?
Yeah, it's a rusty iron key.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, make sure you guys keep track of your trinkets. If you didn't already pick up on it, gold and silver are worthless in Prismeer.
And
That's
then
fine.
I also
have
got
no money anyway.
I have a lot of money actually that I just happened to get. So I'm like, what do I do?
Oh, you
Like,
just happened to get.
yeah, people just like gave me money. I think I got like 50 gold. I mean, what? You don't know. I just have it in my little bag. Who knows what's in there?
I also got like 10,000 gold, right?
Did
Oh, Tyson, I also looked up the tinker thing. It actually is I get to make it during a long rest.
Okay, so you can make your little tinker thing, your little tinker toy at the end of this long rest tonight.
Okay.
Real quick, I can't remember. Did we use any trinkets to convince her to walk the house to the
You will lose one more trinket off of your list.
Okay, cool.
So I think there'd be 7 total trinkets after well, including the food.
No, so it was 2 for Alpha and I, and then 6 for food, and then 1 for that. So we're at 41 right now.
Okay.
Look, also, real quick, during the long rest, the random liquid vials, right? Did we clarify? Remember how I took some?
You took 2 of the 3.
2 of the
We
3.
knew that they were poisoned.
We knew that we're okay.
According
we
to
did
Mr. Witch, they were all poison.
Okay.
Do not drink them.
Well,
I'm not.
so they were, like,
I'm
some
not.
form.
Maybe I will. A little bit. That's it.
So we don't actually know what they do.
Yeah, if you poison yourself, I'm not
According
healing
to Mr. Witch, they were poison.
Poison vial.
either way, does not seem like a good time.
I mean, I think Alco's tolerance can honestly take it, but
Just take a level
Alex,
of paladin, you'll be resistant to
Alco's
all
liver is
of it.
either iron or shot. We don't know which at this point. All right.
poison vial.
Any other questions for me before we end tonight? Boo. Was that from the dating trip that
Yeah.
happened, or was that just now?
It was when the Humphrey and the Elder were on the date. And I was muted, and so I just kept, every time he would say something cheesy or whatever, or when Humphrey would say something cheesy, I'd just, boo. Except
Okay,
Bad
yeah,
words,
just
I need to
one
fix
more thing. I do have. Remember, I got a seedling. I got a seedling from something.
No. You hugged a seedling tree end.
But I received a seedling because I have it in my inventory,
Oh,
and I have a question mark. Seedling question mark.
I'll look it up.
Was it maybe back in the carnival?
It might have been a gift from the carnival, and I need to look it up. It might count as a trinket.
is.
So let me look.
And I was about to give it up for booze, but I was like, might be important.
I'll look it up and see what it counts as, and I'll let you know before next week.
Okay, cool.
What,
I
Megan?
mean, you can keep it a mystery, and I'll just hold on to it.
Meg, what were you
Okay.
gonna say?
I think it was from one of the trees. At the end, he went up and hugged a tree, and it gave him that as a favor because he was so kind to it or something. It was before we left the carnival.
I vaguely remember this. I'm pretty confident it is a type of trinket, but let me go in and look that up just to verify. That way you're not getting jaded if it's a cool item. So
All right.
sick. All right. Well, is there any other questions or?
I guess real quick, would I be able, since I do have gold, would I be able to use that and make trinkets out of it?
You could use that as some of the material.
Okay. Just for future reference, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, you can use it to embellish however you want. Feykind just don't find trinkets. They don't find gold of worth to them. That's very much a material plane and more of a human and elven fascination.
I really thought riddles would work, but I guess not.
They like your riddles. You just haven't been convincing enough yet.
Do they like games?
She liked
What?
peas. She didn't care about riddles.
They like games?
You asked the brigands for a riddle, and they are collecting taxes for Bavlorda. And then you asked the innkeeper for. I mean, I'm just telling you. Listen.
How do I know what their currency is, what they value?
No, that exchange in the book is designed to inform you of the currency of the game. That's one of the reasons that the encounter happens. But you guys are doing good. This is really fun. It's shaping out.
Yeah.
I got a good riddle. I'm waiting.
Next week. You'll unveil it next week. Let's see. All right. I will bid you all adieu then. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we will see you next week.
Good night, everyone.
Laters.
Good night.